Hi everyone, this is episode 2 ng ating personal finance series at pag-uusapan natin ang kahalagahan ng portfolio sa DIY investing. Hi everyone, welcome back sa ating DIY investing series. Paano mo pabababain ang iyong portfolio risk, no? So this is a very specialized na personal finance series kung saan pinag-uusapan natin kung paano gumawa ng isang matatag na retirement portfolio. So for this particular episode, ang ating pag-uusapan ay ano ba ang portfolio? Ano ang mga uri ng assets na pumupunta or bumubuo sa isang portfolio? Then ano ang role ni correlation in mitigating risk and volatility? And lastly, ano ang updates natin sa pag-iipon ng ating 200K na gagamitin natin for this particular demonstration and experiment. Okay, so before proceeding any further, gusto ko lang kayo bigyan ng idea kung ano pa yung mga future discussions natin after this video. So right now we are discussing the traits, and what is a portfolio. But in future episodes, I would like us to focus, magfo-focus tayo sa retirement portfolio, yung uri ng portfolio na ginagamit ng mga pa-retire na, no? So when you say retire, pwede tong yung mga early retirees, yung mga savvy dyan na dami ng naipon, tapos kaya nilang mabuhay sa kanilang pera na naipon. Pwede rin yung mga traditional retirees na nagtatrabaho hanggang 60 tapos meron silang ipon at gustong i-invest at saka gamitin para sa kanilang sustenance or kanilang expenses sa kanilang golden years, no? Pag-uusapan din natin kung ano ba ang criteria ng isang good retirement portfolio, no? At saka ano yung mga methodologies out there na para mangyari ito. Then lastly, pag-uusapan natin yung performance ng bawat isa. So we will compare each type of retirement portfolio in terms of compounded annual growth rate, volatility, at saka yung tinatawag mo na mga sharp ratios, risk versus reward in general. So this episode 1, nagbigay ako ng word assignment, to build your own personal finance glossary. So ito yung ating word for that time. The word was correlation, no? So to answer the assignment, correlation measures the degree to which two variables, say x and y, move in relation to each other, no? And typically has a value of negative 1 to 1, no? So between negative 1 and 1 lang ang value ng correlation. So to test yung understanding natin sa correlation, here is a very simple example, no? So you have three graphs here, XY on the XY plane. Tapos you have mga these sets of data, no? So just a simple quiz. Pwede mong i-pause yung video to think about it. Alin dito ang positively correlated, negatively correlated, and uncorrelated, no? So I'll give you some time to think. And yun lang. You can pause this video, then let's get back to the answer sheet, no? So na-prepare ko naman. Okay, so I think that's enough. So, eto yung sagot. So, yung sa first graph, it's the positive correlation, no, between x and y. Yung sa pangalawang graph, it's a negative correlation between x and y. And yung sa third graph is uncorrelated, no? Uncorrelated si x and y. So, as x increases, y increases. So, that's positive. As x increases, y decreases. So, that's a negative correlation. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng correlation. Now, in terms of finance naman, no, yung correlation is used to determine, no, yung movement ng isang stock with respect dun sa isang benchmark index, no, like say Jollibee, JFC, with a benchmark index niya na PSEI. So to explain this further using an example, Meron tayong simpleng example lang dito. Pang ano lang, pang warm up lang din. Let me just turn off my camera for a bit. Yan. Oops. Yan. So these are three graphs, no? And I'm pretty sure na napansin mo na they look pretty much the same. So what does this mean, no? In terms of correlation. So are they highly correlated, negatively correlated, or uncorrelated? So test yourself again. Ayan. So ang sagot dito, they are highly correlated, no? Because yan. Yan yung yan yung graph ni BDO, PSEI at saka ni Aboitiz Power, no. So BDO and Aboitiz Power are highly correlated with our benchmark index na PSEI. Ang weird, no? Parang nape-pressure ako dahil gusto kong pabilisin itong video na to. So lagi kong iniisip na baka dumadaldal ako. Tulad ng ginagawa ko ngayon. Yan, kaya lang, just sharing. Kung bakit ko binigay sa inyong assignment to, it's because it's going to play a big role dito sa ating topic today, no? So hopefully you have done this assignment. If not, I prepared this presentation just in case, no? Because it's used in advanced portfolio management. So malalaman natin, it's one of the principles na gagamitin natin in forming a retirement portfolio. Correlation is important. So as early as now, it would be beneficial for you to learn how to see or interpret yung mga simple numbers, no. Hindi naman siya rocket science, so mabilis lang siya maintindihan. So for example, we use the BDO and Aboitiz Power kanina, 'di ba, sa pag check ng correlation ng stock to a benchmark index. So kung titingnan mo, si BDO falls under the financial sector, no, ng Philippines. And the financial sector of the Philippines, yung chart niya has a 0.8427219 with respect to the total stock market, which is the PSEI. While Aboitiz Power, I think it's industrial C, Aboitiz Power, has a correlation with the total stock market of 0.828, no? And with respect naman sa financials, so si Aboitiz at saka si BDO, meron silang correlation na 0.705787 kasi it's industrial correlated to financial. So ganito mo ginagamit itong table na to. I know na ipakita ko na siya last time, pero it's important na pag-usapan ulit natin because kailangan natin itong ma-appreciate ang concept ng correlation sa paggawa ng DIY portfolio. Yan. So moving on with our discussion, what is a portfolio, no? So a portfolio is a collection of financial investments or assets, and an asset could be a stock, a bond, yung commodity, cash equivalents, madami yan. And yan, question, are these okay, so kung meron kang portfolio, say may portfolio ka ngayon, no? Itong mga bagay na ba ito ay part ng portfolio mo? Are these investments that form part of your portfolio? So think about it, no? Rental property, yung manok na pansabong mo, or yung axipet para sa mga nag-a-axi dyan, no? Yan. So are these investments? Ayan. So ang sagot, yep, they're still investments, but they are categorized differently, no, because of the risk versus reward, no. So an investment could be categorized as an investment. An asset could be classified as an investment, a speculation, or a gamble, no. So kumbaga yung axipet mo, is it an investment, speculation, or a gamble? So yan na lang yung assignment mo. One of the assignments, identify kung alin dun sa mga nabanggit natin, yung manok na pansabong, yung axipet mo, or yung ano ba yung isa? Yung rental property mo, alin dyan ang investment, speculation, and gamble. So it will be discussed in future videos. Now, moving on. So what composes a portfolio? As we have mentioned, may mga asset classes that compose the portfolio. So two mentioned were stocks and bonds, no? So this is a typical portfolio na some of you, sa mga savvy dyan, sa mga matalinong mga personal finance enthusiasts dyan, na mahilig din mag-usap tungkol sa pera. Very familiar sa inyo to, the 60-40, no? The 60-40 is a type of portfolio, retirement portfolio, na ginagamit dahil it's composed of, hindi bakit, it's composed of 60% stocks and 40% bonds. Pwede. Bakit 60%? Why not 50-50, di ba? Why 60-40? So, mamaya pag-usapan natin 'yon. But for now, bakit stocks and bonds, no? Why 60% stocks, why 40% bonds? So unlike yung pinakita ko kanina na yung sector PSEI correlation, na mataas yung correlation like 0.8, di ba? Yung correlation ng BDO and Aboitiz with respect to PSEI. Bonds are not that correlated with stocks. And we will find out later on that is a good thing, no? So as you can see, do sa right side, yung stock bond correlation, yung graph sa upper chart is a BPI fund na dati kong pinag-investan, and it follows the PSEI. And below naman is BPI's bond fund. So mga treasury funds to ng gobyerno. Kasi kapag may dalawang in the future pwede natin pag-usapan, but may dalawang klase ng bonds din, yung government bond, which is treasury bonds, or yung corporate bonds. I think this is government bonds. Kasi kapag corporate bonds, correlated pa rin siya doon sa stocks dahil corporate world pa rin yan. Yun. So hindi mapapansin mo doon sa stock bond correlation na hindi siya hindi gaano correlated si stocks and bonds, no? So to answer the question, why stocks and bonds, 'di ba? So yung current stock bond correlation kasi natin in the 2000s, no, is negative, no? But it doesn't mean na ganun siya lagi. So there was a period in time na positive yung correlation ni stocks and bonds, and there was a time na negative. And which means the behavior of investment markets 'di ba, is not fixed. So hindi siya laging ganun. So nagkataon lang sa panahon natin negatively correlated siya. So as you can see in the chart dito sa right, no, yung kulay blue is yung isang stock index sa US, no, called the Russell 3000. And yung color gray is the it's a bond index naman na ginamit, no. And the correlation between the two is highlighted in orange. And before 1998, etong malaking linya na to, no, this big line, yan, itong line na to, positively correlated yung stocks and bonds. And as we move towards dito sa ating 1998 onwards, nagiging negatively correlated siya. So bakit tayo interesado doon, 'di ba? Why are we interested in asset classes like stocks and bonds with low or negative correlation? It is because choosing assets with low or negative correlation with each other help reduce the risk of a portfolio. Ayun na. So, kaya tayo interested sa correlation it's because kapag mas mababa ang correlation nung dalawang asset class, mas maganda siya in terms of mitigating risk sa iyong portfolio. It's because yung stock assets are good. They drive the growth of your portfolio during times of prosperity. So naalala nyo yung time na nag-boom ang ating BPO industry, tapos umangat yung GDP per capita sa Pilipinas, di ba? So yun kaya tumaas yung stock market, di ba? And bonds on the other hand tend to perform during times of deflation, no? When prices fall, no, with respect to time, 'di ba? Yung mga kasi 'di ba may alam niyo yung inflation, tumataas yung presyo or mas konti na bibili ng iyong pera. Pag deflation naman, mas maraming nabibili ang iyong pera. And cash is a best pag may recession, 'di ba? Cash is king kapag may recession tulad ngayong pandemic. kung saan napaka-uncertain ng price ng stocks. So having these asset classes in a portfolio reduces volatility and reduces overall risk, no? So to demonstrate this, yung volatility kasi ni Russell 3000 is 6.5 to 69.1%, no? So depende sa period na ina-analyze natin. On the other hand, yung bond market mo or yung bond index mo is only 1.9 to 7%. So that's a big difference in terms of volatility. But as we have told you before, ang driver ng growth sa isang portfolio. But if you want to preserve yung value ng portfolio mo, you have to have a combination of asset classes para ma-mitigate yung volatility. We don't want the 69.1% volatility pag umaasa ka na doon sa portfolio mo for your expenses. So the key takeaway dito sa ating video is that a portfolio is a collection of financial assets or investments, and in terms of correlation, each asset class naman behaves a bit differently, no? Tulad na na-demonstrate natin dun sa stocks and bonds. Depende sa market environment. So a combination of asset classes with low to negative correlation balances a portfolio by mitigating risk and volatility, no? So pag to push the point further, no, dito sa bullet na to. So kapag yung 60% ng iyong portfolio ay stocks and ganun yung behavior niya, then you put in some bonds to mitigate para pakontiin yung volatility. Mas magiging stable ang iyong portfolio, no? So yun siya. Hopefully that's clear. And lastly, volatility is a measure of the dispersion of returns of an asset. In most cases, the higher the volatility, the riskier the security. So, ang sinasabi nito is yung volatility is talagang minsan sobrang taas ng performance mo, minsan sobrang baba. So, both ends of the spectrum yung iyong portfolio, no? So, hopefully, kung yun man lang yung nakuha nyo for this particular video, yung key takeaways, that's good enough, no? So, some updates lang. So, para mabuo natin 200k kasi imposible makakuha ng ganong kalaking pera for me in a span of 3 months, no? So, we're going to withdraw 100k from my cooperative fund. Usually, it has a 3% interest rate, no? Currently, meron din akong 51k save para dun kay Levi. So, the total save for the Levi's Education and Experimental Retirement Fund or LEAR Fund para maikli is already 151,000 pesos. So sa next episode, tulad na nasabi ko, we're going to limit the scope, no, of our financial series to a retirement portfolio. Then we will review the criteria of a good retirement portfolio at saka yung mga methodologies na nahanap natin. So, assignment time, kung gusto nyong kung binubuo nyo talaga ang inyong financial glossary, include volatility, portfolio, and correlation in your personal finance glossary sheet. And ang next assignment natin is, what is a Sharpe ratio? Yan. So, ayan. So, before I end the video, gusto ko lang magpasalamat dun sa mga viewers ko, no? So, this video got a total of 29 unique views since it was published last Friday. So today, it's a Wednesday afternoon, and it has gotten 29 unique viewers. So mayroon tayong maliit na community na interested sa DIY investing. And yun lang. Thank you very much. At saka dun sa isang tao na talagang tinapos niya, no? So gusto ko ipakita to na yung una kong yung video ko na is about half an hour. Then there's this one person who watched it around from 6 a.m. hanggang 8 a.m., 7 to 8 a.m. Tapos tinapos yung video. Sir or ma'am, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Napansin ko rin na 21% of my viewers are subscribed, 78.9 are not. And that's totally fine. As long as may nakikinabang sa video na to, I am grateful and I'll continue making this, no? So hopefully, you will stick around and let me know kung paano natin papagandahin itong personal finance series tulad nung ginawa ni Mr. Aaron last time. So, yun lang. Thank you very much. Kung may ano kayo, reactions, questions, suggestions, put it in the comment section below. Let me know. I'll answer them if I can, no? So I guess that's all for this video. Thank you very much for your time. I think na nabawasan naman natin yung ating video time from 31 minutes to 19. Hopefully this is fine, no? Let me know kung efficient ba yung pagturo ko or kung may gusto kayong tanggalin na tingin nyo ay filler. That's welcome naman, no? I want this series to be as efficient as possible. Thank you very much, guys. Until next time.